G fam, what's going on with your boys? It's your boy EZG back here with another WWE2K24 Road to Wrestlemania. And currently, as I am speaking, SmackDown just started Friday night. So this is probably gonna be out early morning Saturday, probably like 1 to 4, depending on when I wake up. If I go to sleep in a matter of minutes. Yeah. So we'll probably talk about that a little bit more in the video. I'm kind of trying to pay attention to this and actually watch this, but let me lock in. So without further ado, let's start the match. Like I said, with just 2 more parts to go, we get underway. Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. Dope match. I wasn't around to watch this when it initially was out or when it happened. I was kind of getting my way into wrestling again, so this was one of the matches I didn't see, but it was kind of cool knowing Stone Cold was wrestling again after all these years. So big ups to Stone Cold and doing what he did, especially around this time around. I believe this is like his first match in like 19 years at this point. I could be wrong on the number, but I know it was fairly like a long time. So very cool.
A hard Irish whip into the corner nearly turned KO inside out, giving Austin a chance to take a quick beverage break. Instant refreshment. It had been 19 years since Steve Austin competed in a WrestleMania ring, but he looked as good as he ever had once the fight started. If anything, it seemed like KO had really forgotten who he was dealing with.
So I do believe I said that I was going to do some WrestleMania predictions last video. I kind of started off with the main events. I'll come back to those, circle back to those in a second. I'm going to be looking up on my phone currently because I do not know the full schedule for night 1. So I'm going to be looking at it real quick. So you guys give me a moment. As I look, I'm going through the card right now. Let me see. What do we have? I'm trying to see where night 1 was night 2. Night 1.
Austin had been all over Owens from the second this fight became an official match, showing no signs of stopping. Taking the fight to the ringside area seemed like an easy call, but KO finally managed to stop Austin in his tracks by sending him crashing into the ring post. KO was going to make his move right here, looking to put Austin through the table. But somehow, Austin was able to reverse the momentum and send Owens crashing through the table instead. KO wanted to bring the table into this, and now he was paying the very physical price.
Okay, I got the card right ahead of me. Somewhat of what I see for today, or tomorrow, I should say. I'm going to start off with the Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. In my opinion, Rhea Ripley has become somewhat babyface-like in her group being the Judgment Day. She's kind of popular right now. I would say she's one of the women's favorites. I don't see how she doesn't win this match. Becky Lynch already has a pretty good resume if she wanted to retire today. Definitely future Hall of Famer, but I'm thinking of wrestlers on the rise and somebody who definitely deserves a title reign longer than a year in my beliefs. And I definitely think somebody else can take it from her one day, but I don't believe it's tomorrow. So I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley right there for the first match as far as me reading the predictions. Second match will be Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Me personally, I don't believe Sami Zayn should have been in this match. He had his WrestleMania moment last year, claiming the titles, beating two parts of the bloodline and both of the twins, Jimmy and Jay. I don't get it. I really don't get it why he's in this match, but it is what it is. But I believe Gunther will retain his belt, complete that dominance. I don't think he's necessarily, you don't have to rush him, take him out that IC title reign.
As he had numerous times in his legendary career, Austin was able to hurt Owens again, regaining command of the fight. With KO dazed, Austin threw him onto the announce table. Remember, Owens had tried and failed to use a table earlier, so now Austin wanted to turn. After spitting his drink into Owens' face, Austin was finally ready to bring this back in the ring. KO needed to turn the tide, and fast, or he was soon going to find himself on the losing end of this match he'd waited years to manifest. Perhaps getting a little too comfortable, Austin appeared to take his eye off the ball for a second. But that was all Kevin Owens needed to drop Austin with a hot shot and finally catch a breather from the constant onslaught. But instead of following up with devastating offense, KO looked to commit Grand Theft Auto. Luckily, no, we were not watching a kidnapping in progress. Austin just wanted to give the fans closer to the stage a better view of his dismantling of Kevin Owens. We've seen a lot of things from Steve Austin at WrestleMania, but opening a can in this location was brand new.
Yeah, just like I was saying previously, I don't believe you gotta take Gunther out that Intercontinental Championship reign. I think he's doing good with that belt. He clearly has a dominance. When he's ready to get out of that reign, I definitely can see him contending for like a World Heavyweight Championship, WWE Championship. But for right now, he's doing right by that belt. He's doing right with the WWE. So that is my second guy. So I believe both champions will retain night one from what I'm seeing on this match card. Then we have a triple threat. Damage Control versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill. I believe I said her name right. I could be wrong, but Cargill, something like that. But my fault, Jade. I think Bianca's team's gonna go up on Damage Control. It's not a title match, so I don't see them losing with that star power. You definitely want to start Jade's career with a W. So yeah, I believe Team Bianca wins. Where was our last off? The twins, Jay versus Jimmy Uso. This is tricky because I could see interference going both ways, but I just, on Jay's side, I don't see Cody and Steph helping him. I just don't see them getting revealed like earlier within the day. As far as Jimmy, I could see Solo helping him, and I don't know if this is gonna play into night one and night two. So it's tricky because I could see both of them winning, but at the same time, I could see Jimmy winning himself. So for the sake of actually making a prediction, I'm gonna go with Jimmy. I believe this will not be the last 1v1 they have. But just on this stage, just for tomorrow, just for the prediction, I am going to predict Jimmy Uso wins. Like, I think night one's gonna be heavy bloodline, which will go into the later prediction. But for right now, we still have 2 more before that main event that I'm looking at. The 6-man or the 6-team, I believe, or what is it? 6-pack ladder match for the titles. Oh, okay. So yeah, I believe this was rumored to be, as far with the titles, this was rumored to be getting split again from Raw and SmackDown. So, I mean, I don't really care who wins this. I think they're possibly getting tired of the Judgment Day. That's kind of why they're splitting it, and just for more action, more title reigns, more title defenses on both Raw and SmackDown. I wouldn't be mad seeing R-Truth and Miz get it. Don't see them keeping it long term, but I could see them getting it. I'm not mad at DIY getting one. There's a couple teams out here, so for the sake of it, for Raw, I'll go Miz, Truth. SmackDown, I'll go DIY. Just to pick a group. Yeah, I think they're getting kind of tired of seeing that.
When it looked like Austin was on his way to victory, bam! KO shocks the whole building by dropping Austin with a stunner. But Austin was ready, moving out of the way, which caused KO to hit himself with the chair. Another humiliation in a series of them on this night for Owens. Could it be time for the Stone Cold Stunner?
Okay, back to what I was saying. Yeah, they're getting kind of tired of seeing possibly Damian Priest with the title, and he's kind of not doing anything. Not titles, but like the tag team titles, but he still has the briefcase. So if they lose the tag titles, Damian Priest might be in play for one of these titles. That's my opinion. So who knows how that works. And then we have 2 more matches to predict. What's the next match? It's a tag team match. Dominic Mysterio basically versus his dad. I believe that's Dragon Lee, and I don't remember the other guy's name. But there's a tag team match that's supposed to be going underway for those guys. Again, this is another situation where I don't care for the match. It could go either way. I mean, Rey Mysterio won the last feud in a sense between him and his son, so I can kind of see to where they give Dominic the win. I don't know. Ray hasn't been active as much. He just recently came back not too long ago. As you guys see, we get this W right here. Yeah, it can go either way. I wouldn't be mad if Dominic won, and I wouldn't be mad if Ray won. I'm gonna pick a team for the sake of it. I'm going to try to get it a split, a 1-1 split, and I'm going to go with Dominic Mysterio and his tag team partner to get that win over Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Then we're going to head into the next part of this video, and then we're going to give our main event, Night 1 predictions. Okay, now, before I quickly go to sleep, this is WrestleMania 39, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, Judgment for the Queen. I'm not going to read the rest, but just know I had fun playing this match because I don't like playing against submission players. And guess what? I hate Charlotte Flair. So, thank you. Without further ado, let's go. Man, oh man. What a good day. WrestleMania season. J. Cole just dropped. It's a lot of shit going on, man. And I'm kind of happy for it. You know what I'm saying? Surprise drop last night. J. Cole dropped. I finally listened to the album. For, fans out there, to the hip hop culture or just music in general. lyricalist, whatever you want to call him. Let me know how y'all rate the album. Y'all know Cole is my favorite rapper of all time. I love the album. Or I don't know if you want to necessarily call this an album, whatever you want to call it. But to me, it was a decent listen. He has some spoken words for Kendrick. While we on the topic of questioning here, let me know you guys is at least top 3 artists. It doesn't have to be hip hop, can be R&B, whatever you know smooths your fancy. Let me know y'all top 3 artists. Give me a top 3 artists of all time and give me a top 3 artists of today. All time, I probably top 3 is hard for me all the time. I gotta think on that one, but J. Cole for me is up there. 1.
Rhea Ripley wanted to prove that a new generation was ready to take over the throne that the Queen had occupied. But that's easier said than done against Charlotte Flair. It was too early to write off Ripley. She proved that when she caught Charlotte on her shoulders and spiked her into the top turnbuckle. Charlotte crumbled to the mat, and just like that, her quick start was a thing of the past. And now Ripley had her choice of how to punish the champion next.
It's kind of crazy for like my other 2 guys that I'm thinking of, like J. Cole, Drake, and it's hard because there's a case for Kendrick, but I'm thinking like my prime, my listen. I'm probably going T.I. or Kendrick. That's kind of a knock up. I could make a case for Rick Ross. So between those 3, you can go 1A, 1B, 1C, however it is. But for me, top 3 today, again, it's kind of hard not to put. As far as the hip hop category, for me, it's kind of hard not to put Drake and Cole up there, especially for the recent couple years. They've been doing this shit. For me, at least, I don't listen to a lot of other rappers. I don't know if y'all want to count Sexy Red in there. I'm not a big Sexy Red person, so you know I didn't even want to begin talking about them, or her, I should say. If I had to go with another person, I'm really trying to think before I give out an answer. I'm trying to think who's recently been like making music. I don't know if you count. I ain't gonna lie. Gunna's last album was pretty good for me. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'll put Gunna in there for today. I liked Gunna's last album or most recent album. So Gunna will be that for me. As I'm currently watching Jake Paul shit his pants, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens is currently outside the ring after he thought he bamboozled them. But enough about that talk. Let's talk about the predictions. Night 1. I think they put too much emphasis on night 1 for Bloodline rules. So for people who don't know what I'm talking about, let me just refresh your memory real quick. 1 second though, because we're going to the next part.
Rhea had continued to put her brutality on display, ready to finish Charlotte surprisingly early. started hitting Charlotte with some big shots. How Charlotte kicked out, we may never know. At this point, you could see the resignation on the face of Rhea Ripley. If that super German suplex wasn't going to put Charlotte away, what was? But you can't give up in moments like these. This is where Rhea was going to show us exactly what she was made of.
Sorry about that being gone for a brief period of time. I recently got a phone call. But back to the prediction. Night one, like I said, they just put too much on the line for it not to be bloodline rules. I mean, who doesn't want to see that? In a sense of who can be on Cody's side when it comes to the interference. Now, again, depending on what happens with Drew and Steph, I don't know if he will be out there to help. But again, it may depend on what happens during his match if there's any sense of interference coming from the bloodline, which would make him lose that match, which is possible. So there's a lot of scenarios that can happen on night two based off night one. So
a rare double knockout brought the action to a halt, as these two were proving to be more evenly matched than initially anticipated. Rhea Ripley looked lost for the first time in the contest. Was Charlotte's refusal to just stay down starting to affect Rhea's confidence? But now wasn't the time to panic. That's what Charlotte Flair wanted from Ripley. That's what makes Charlotte Flair so great, so dangerous. Her ability to just survive will have you questioning everything you once believed.
we'll get an answer by tomorrow, but to keep it short, to keep it clean, I'm going to go with the Bloodline, and I'm going to go Roman Reigns and The Rock to go out night one. Then we'll kind of have a reflection period going throughout the night of Saturday night, and then we'll make our predictions for night two with the last video. Well, yeah, reflections of Saturday night by the morning, and then we'll have the last video out before WrestleMania Night 2 kicks off. Yeah, man, that's the predictions for night one. Keep it brief, keep it short. I could explain so much more, but I want to keep it bare minimum for right now. I ain't want to go too overboard, as this match is ending pretty soon, I believe, after this next objective. So give me a second and we'll go end the video.
With the SmackDown Women's Gold.
As you guys can see, we end up finishing that 17 out of 17. I very much had fun beating Charlotte Flair all the time. Like submission, especially in this mode, I just have my fun going against submission players. As you guys see next, we do have to face Asuka as we become Bianca Belair for this next match, and this will be the last part of the main showcase. We have a bonus match, but I'm not technically counting the bonus match. Well, I'll count it for the sake of the video as a part/episode. So they will be separated. It's not going to be 3 matches into one. It'll be the next 2, and then the last one be that one. It was a fun last match, I should say. But yeah, I got shit to do. Hopefully this upload not too long. It's your boy Izzy G. If you guys been enjoying what you've been seeing, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace.